One of the other things that I remember kind of quite fondly was the discussion with you around the founder story and saying how much do we need to elevate or how should we really sort of reflect where that credibility comes from for the product design. It's not something that's just been sort of manufactured at a mass market level from a pharmaceutical kind of giant. There is that credibility behind the Randall Cooper, your experience, and really trying to look at different ways that we could elevate that into not only the brand itself, but use that as the driving, I guess, sort of backstory behind why this exists in order to land that credibility.
Yeah, well, I think that that was probably the most surprising thing of the process for me, was that as part of the process, as I'm sure a lot of your people who are listening will understand, is that you guys got a focus group in, and we had some athletes, and they were all of all ages. They weren't elite athletes who were competing at the international level. They were people who just enjoyed swimming 3 times a week. But I think the universal feedback, I wasn't in the session, you guys were, but
you're never allowed to.
Came back, the feedback that came through was that Randall should put his name on this, because they're kind of, we think about this as his creams, and that backstory is so important. And I think that resonated with you guys, is to actually bring some of that founder story to the front of pack, and to help differentiate itself from, we don't have a lot of competitors, to be honest, but just to differentiate the category, for a better word. I have to be honest, and I was uncomfortable with that. I mean, I feel like I'm a quietly confident kind of person, but I don't really like having my name in lights. I just like kind of expressing myself and just doing good work. But putting my name in silver foil on the front of the bottle was something I had to wrestle with. And seemingly the feedback was pretty universal from the people who were in that session. I thought, well, sometimes you just got to go with the crowd. So I caved, and my name's still on the front.
And we've moved from the name from the front to heroic photos like this, where you're absolutely in the limelight. So it's a nice
bit of Photoshop there, bit of Photoshop.